Hello and welcome to Beau, Hannam Guitars and Ukuleles. This is a sound sample of this baritone, which is a special instrument in many ways because its baby is this. They're a matching pair of extremely special woods. I'm just going to put this one down. So this is number 96, the Soprano is 95, and the label's 2020. It's taken me that long to finish them. Like the Soprano, it's just special everywhere. I don't know where to start like I did with the Soprano, but I'll start with the top. The top is from Alaska and specialty woods, and it's 3,000-year-old Sitka spruce, and it was recovered in the dirt and mud. They had it carbon dated almost 3,000 years old. It's like 2,800 years old. I say 3,000. It sounds cool. The minerals in the dirt caused it to turn grey. It's sort of a blue-grey that shimmers in the light, which you won't be able to see, but it's really incredible stuff. It doesn't sound different, or it doesn't colour the wood tonally in a way that I would try and sell to a customer or anyone. It's just the story that is really cool, and that you're holding such a ancient thing. You do pay for it. It's pretty expensive wood. A guitar top of this retails for about $1,500. And as a side note, 3,000 is exactly how much Morgan loves her dad, Tony Stark, in Avengers Endgame. Who knew? The bindings are ebony. It has a palm scoop here, arm bevel there. The back and sides are where it gets equally special. This is Pernambuco, and Pernambuco is a wood that traditionally was used only for violin bows, cello bows, stuff like that. I don't know why they used specifically that wood, but it just is what has been used for centuries for bows. It really taps incredibly well. It's like this long, deep tap that you can, every time I tap it, I just think of like a low note on a cello being bowed. That's what it feels like. You know, you can sort of feel it in your chest when you tap the piece of wood. It's incredible. What is incredible as well is bending this. It's pretty hard stuff. It's really fine grain and it's quite tough to bend. It's pretty heavy too. The end graft is a rectangle with some bloodwood. The neck is also Pernambuco, and it's got a light burst just on the heel and around the nut area. I like to do that. Just accentuates the color of the rest of the wood. The back of the headstock is walnut burl, and the face is ebony, and it has an engraved H. The font is called Da Vinci. Thanks, Andy DePaul. It's got the fading purfling that I always do on the top of my headstocks. Goto UPTLs on the as tuners, black. Simple dot markers on the face and side. It has Evo gold frets on a fretboard that's radiused 12 inches in radius. The radius on a uke, it's good to do it about 12. If you do a 16, which is my usual steel string radius, it feels too flat on it feels still flat on a uke because it's just not wide enough to sort of feel the arch of the radius. So a 12 feels like a 16 on a uke. The nut and saddle are polished bone. The saddle is tilting back about 7 degrees. The rosette is made up of a variety of woods. There's ebony, bloodwood, Pernambuco, Brazilian, maple, koa, buckeye burl. This bevel is what I call a modern bevel. It's more angular than the other one, which kind of fares in and then fares out. This one is like a hard stop and start. They do the same thing. they just have a different look. This one kind of shows off more miter joints and trickier woodworking, and it's also got a bound side sound port. And the lute. The only major difference with these matched pairs, these are going to the same customer, apart from the body size, of course, is the headstock. This is my normal one, and this is my Stauffer style headstock. This one also has a palm bevel and arm bevel, and this one doesn't. You just don't need one on a soprano. So that's the only difference. From the back, they've got the same wood on the back of the headstock. I've made, I think, 3 matched pairs before. Actually, no, 4. 2 of those were guitar and uke, concert and tenor uke, and now a baritone and soprano uke. Doing a matched pair like this, just out of the same woods at the same time, it's really fun. If you're a luthier, try and do that for a customer. If you're somebody who orders instruments, try and throw down some cash and get a matched pair. They're cool. Now is going to be the sound sample for this. This is tuned like a guitar, top 4 strings of a guitar. And see how it sounds. All improvised, if you couldn't tell. So I hope you liked this sound sample of number 96, baritone ukulele, and its matching pair. If you haven't watched the sound sample of number 95, go and watch that too. These were a pleasure to make, pleasure to play. Sorry, I can't play better. But regardless of all that, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks, bye.